Hey guys, it's Best Bumpin' Garage here. And this is my 2007 Cadillac GTS. And it has a couple problems. It needs a new battery and engine mount. And it has wiring issues. And now it's stuck in second gear, which is basically a safety mode. So it doesn't make the wrong shift at the wrong time and completely blow your engine out. So first, to get it ready for work, we'll give it a little car wash. And I know y'all don't want to watch a video on that, so here's a quick time lapse. That awfully strange looking man you see standing there, that's my dad. He's the brains behind the operation, and if it wasn't for him, I'd have completely no idea what I'm doing. Alright, now we're going to put the battery in and let the car, start and run for a little bit and get warm because it's been sitting for so long. So we got to get the battery in first before we do anything else. Alright, now we got to put the seat in. Now the seat is pretty easy to put in. It's really just about, getting the seatbelt buckles and the seatbelts lined up. These are heated seats, so that it is very nice. Alright, seats in. Alright, so basically what we got to do is an oil change, change the oil filter. And this engine mount broke, and this is supposed to keep the engine from rocking. And what we think happened is it rocked, and it actually broke it pulled on the wiring harness, and we think it stripped the wire out. And so we got to go in, we got to remove the fuse box and replace the wire that goes from here all the way up to here to the transmission computer, and then back down. And what we're just gonna do is we're gonna cut it here and run the wire along the outside of this, because we're not going to put it in because that's just a lot of work and it's very unnecessary. Alright. Darn! That's tight! Shoot. It's not easy. I don't want to drop the bolt in the oil. Also, try not to get too dirty. I'm not wearing gloves. Alright, there we go. It's pouring out. Ah, shoot. All on my hand. Completely missed. But, oil's drained out. Oil's drained. It's very warm. Just had the engine run to get any dirt and debris, mixed with the oil, so we can go ahead and drain it. But yeah, we'll let that drain. We gotta take the oil filter off. Alright, now it's time for the oil filter, and it's already broken loose, so it should be pretty easy. There you go. Get oil on me. Yeah, this stuff is pretty old. I mean, look at that. It's disgusting. Boom. Alright, now it's time for a new oil filter. Alright, got a new oil filter. Yep. Gotta put it on. that's going on. But I can't really grip it because my hands are covered in oil. But, you know, we'll get to it later. Oil filter on. Oil change is done. Now, just gotta take the engine mount off. Hands are still covered in oil. It's pretty hard to grip things. It's really just 2 bolts. Pops out, pop a new one in. It's pretty simple. So we gotta take the coolant reservoir off to get the engine mount off. But other than that, it's pretty simple. And also, this is supposed to be connected to that. We popped it off and it literally just fell out. Like, it wasn't even doing anything. We might as well have not had a mount in there at all, but that's why we got this new one that we're about to put in. Alright, old one's off, new one's on. Pretty simple. Just like that, you got a new engine mount. Alright, so, now that that's done, last thing is the worst part, the electrical. And in order to do that, we don't want to get zapped, so we're going to go ahead and unplug the battery. To be honest, everything we've done so far has been pretty easy, but this next part is going to be the hardest part of it. And why it's been sitting for so long. It's been sitting since 2019. Yeah, it's had problems since then, and, well, no time, no money to fix it. And we didn't feel like it. I see the light flickering on and off over there. So now it's off. Now we're going to go ahead and take this bar out because it'd be easier to see wires and get to things. But in order to do that, there are 2 bolts right here that the air box is covering. So I'm going to go ahead and take it off. Alright, air box is off. It's a little dirty in there, but they can always be cleaned. And the other half. Alright, so we're going to take the support bar out because it's covering a lot. I mean, you can see right in there. Already see a whole bunch of wires that you can't really get to without taking this bar out. So we're going to go ahead and do that and see if we can find the wire. This one's a little bit of trouble because the fuse box is in the way, but I'm assuming he just went to go get a tool for me, so I'll get these ones. So much easier. Almost dropped it. Boom. Now it's out. See, look at that. All those wires, all covered up. Alright, the fuse box is just set in there, so you know I can kind of show you, but we're looking for the wire right here. It's going to be a pink wire. And, well, just so you know, I already found it because I'm kind of going through things, so I'm not finding them out on the way. But the wire's right here. This is the wire, so we're probably going to cut it right here and run the wire. We might just zip tie it all the way through and up to right there. And then it should be good, and we're going to check the continuity, make sure it is the correct wire. So basically, if I hook that there and hook this here, it beeps. It beeps. If I touch to this, it beeps. So basically, if these two things are touching the same metal, it'll beep. And so if we touch two ends of the wire, it should beep, and then we'll know that that is the correct wire, so we don't just cut a random wire and then, you know, be screwed after this. But to be honest, this is a nice car. I mean, I haven't really driven it personally. I've vaguely driven it, but it's a pretty nice car. It's in very good condition. It's only got like a little over 100,000 miles on it. I mean, very nice car. It's just had this problem for so long that it hasn't been driving. But that's what we want to fix today. And so I'm going to go ahead and get to it. Alright, so basically it's the next day. We took the rest of the day going to get parts and stuff and diagrams. And so basically what we've done is everything's ready to go. We got a new wire running to here, and we put 3 fuses. The 2 reds are for the shift solenoids, and then the yellow one is for the computer. And we put fuses there, so instead of blowing a fuse in the fuse box, it'll blow a fuse here, and we'll know exactly where the problem is and what we need to do. But basically, it should be ready for the test drive. So let's get into it. Alright, we're in the test drive, and we're going to make sure it shifts now.
Second. Third. Fourth.
Well, it runs fine now, but we're hoping that if something is wrong, it's going to blow one of those fuses that we added, so we can fix the actual problem. Alright, so shifting fine on the way home, and we're going to see if it blows a fuse on the way home. I think it's doing pretty good so far. Alright, so we're back, and it didn't blow a fuse, so you know, we're going to do some other checkups, and then we'll get back on it. Alright, so we made it back, and it was fine, except for the check engine light turned back on, so we went ahead and checked that, and now we know what the problem is. It's a brown wire that we have to replace that, Goes again from here all the way down the transmission. So we're going to permanently fix that, and then we're going to keep 2 of these. And as you can see, this one actually did, burn out. See that? It popped. And so basically we're going to leave 2 of them, take that one out, replace the brown wire to make sure there is no other problem. And then there's only one other problem we got to fix, and that's the radio won't turn off. So battery's disconnected for now, but we'll catch you in the next clip. That last clip you saw was 2 days ago, because yesterday and most of today was full of a bunch of boring wiring that no one wants to watch. So we didn't record it, but basically the pink wire, took the fuses out, now it's good. Brown wire's fixed, light green and dark green wire fixed. Shift's fine, and the next few clips are just going to be driving it around. I took the sound out because of background noise, and I didn't add any commentary, so enjoy this elevator music. Not blowing any more fuses, shifting through all the gears as it should. We add transmission fluid, so it should be good. It's driving great, other than the tires and the brakes, but other than that, it should be good to go. And the radio, wouldn't turn off when we turned the car off, so we pulled the fuse out, plugged it back in, worked just fine. Next day, wouldn't turn off again, so we just pulled it out completely. Well, it made it to the gas station safely, and no check engine light, so I think the problem is fixed. But we definitely need brakes, and we definitely need tires, because they're not going to go for much longer. Like I said, it's been sitting for like 6 years, maybe even 7, so it's definitely going to need new tires. But made it here safely, we're getting gas, and hoping it makes it back. Made it back safely, no check engine light, car runs, shift's fine, so I'm pretty sure the problem's fixed. It only took about 20 hours of just wiring, but now it's fixed. And we actually got this car from my great-grandfather. He passed away recently, but we got this car from him, and it sat in the driveway for about a year until we decided to start driving it, and then it started having problems. It started blowing fuses, getting stuck in second gear, so we had no idea what was wrong with it. We brought it to 2 mechanic shops. They didn't know what to do. We brought it to the Cadillac dealership, and in total we've had a transmission computer and 2 brand new transmissions put in it, and no one knew what was wrong with it. And all it took was to replace a couple wires. That was the whole problem the whole time. This car's been sitting here for 6 years, and we just, in the driveway, put a couple new wires in. All good. Which I'm glad. I'm ready to get rid of this thing. It's super annoying walking out here every single day and seeing this car sitting in the same spot for 6 years. It's annoying. And it's already posted on Facebook Marketplace if you want to go check it out. It's 2007 Cadillac DTS. And I guess we'll catch you in the next vid.